Oh, I guess I'm gonna hold this. Oh well. We'll just Hello. Welcome. I'm just gonna give a few minutes for some people that get here. My husband told me, he's like, you started too fast last time. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a minute. I always just feel weird just sitting here. But today we are going to be doing the Etsy audits. So these are going to be 3-minute Etsy audits. I'm just going to go through the list that you guys have submitted. So if you are on this list, I'm going to try to do as many as I can. I'm going to be doing this for an hour, and then at the end, I'm going to do a Q&A. So if you have any questions, you can put them in the comments below and I will go through them after. And there's also, I guess, a question like feature part of the live. And so you can actually click, there's like a little question thing right there, and you can also submit questions right there. So those are 2 options for you, and I do have a moderator on here to help answer questions while I'm talking, since I'm not going to be watching the chat while I'm doing the audits. So I'm super excited. It's a lot of fun, and I will be posting the replay on YouTube. So if you missed it, or if you have to step away or anything, I will have a replay for you available. And if you are not on tonight, I'm going to do another live next week, and I'll just get through everybody on the list. So if you're not tonight, I'll try to get to it next week. And then, yeah, I think that's everything. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going off the list again. Okay, were you guys here last week when literally my mouse died? My mouse just died again. So we're actually, just kidding. We're gonna give it a second. It was working a second ago. My mouse died. Again. This happened last week. I was like in the middle of an audit and my mouse died. It takes like 15 seconds to charge. I don't know why it decided to die right now. I guess it's like on a schedule of dying. That's the only one downside of having the iMac, is that they put the charger to this like underneath. So you can't even like use it while it's plugged in.
Hey, just answer some of those questions that came in while it's charging.
I'll look at these while this is charging. Okay. The question is, how long did it take for me to get my first sale? I got my first sale within the first week. Oh, wait. Okay. All right. Okay, we're back. It's on. Good. Okay, I'll look at the rest of the questions after. Okay, so I'm going to start off with... Okay. So actually, I'm going to start here. If you were here last week, you already saw this, but these are our blacklisted words. These are words that you don't want to be using in your titles and tags. Using these in your description or your listing photos, totally fine. You just don't want to be using them in your titles and tags. They're saturated and they're not going to be getting you any traffic, because you have to think, when people go onto Etsy to search for whatever you're selling, are they typing in just the word digital or just the word PDF or custom? No, they're not. So we don't want to use these, because those are actually going to be working against us and taking up valuable space that we could put in good keywords are going to be working for us. So these words, no, blacklisted words. So let's jump into here. So hello, Cheyenne. I don't know if you are here, but this is simply lettered deco. Digico? Okay. Anyways, good job having a cover photo on here. Awesome. You have your logo on and everything. This is pretty good. I would just take out and then just put like little lines in between each of these. I'm sure drawings is really saturated, so I would consider switching that out for something that's not as saturated. I love this. You have a incentive offer right here in your announcement bar. Perfect. That's what we love to see. You have some sections going on, which is really good. And your aesthetic, like your mock-up photos, are fabulous. I love the aesthetic. They're very visually pleasing, all of that stuff. I think, and I love that it's seasonal. Seasonal is the best way to get sales really quickly, is to get on the seasonal train. Seasonal products do very, very well in Etsy, so great job doing that. So the one thing that I was going to point out that I was noticing, and since this was the first one I was doing, I pulled up some SEO for it as well. But these words, a lot of these words are working against you. So for example, you're using love PNG, and if you could look on Marmalade, it's not getting very many searches, but it's super competitive. So that keyword's not going to be bringing you any traffic. So I really recommend going through all of these and typing them in Marmalade and making sure the ones that you're using are actually going to be bringing you traffic. And when I checked on your tags, I did see that some of those were being reused in here as well. So I would just check. I think you're doing a great job of having your titles and tags match though, so that's super awesome. Another thing that I recommend is that this is a law of text and people just don't read these. So you want to make sure that you always put them in bullet points. So don't put any long paragraphs or any like extra information. Just stick to bullet points, highlight the most important items, and that's all you need. Users just aren't going to be going through any of this. So anything that you actually want them to pay attention to, definitely just bullet point it and call it good. So I think you're off to a great start, and I'm really, really excited to see where you're going. You have a ton of Valentine's stuff, so I would keep adding more and more products so that you can reach even a wider audience since Valentine's is going to be over soon. So great job. Okay. I'm going to click on this. Hold on. Pull up the next one. Okay, hello, Kyla. I love your logo. That is like one of my favorite fonts. I use that one all the time. Oh, cute. I love your branding. That's really cute. I love how you're using your banner to have an incentive offer. That's super awesome. Eye-catching. Love that. And I love that you also have it here. It's perfect. You're doing a good job having section titles and having your items sorted into those. These are darling social media templates. It's one of my number one recommendations for things to sell on Etsy. These are doing really well, is products. So I think your branding is really, really cute. I think your listing photos really pop out, which I really, really like. My suggestion for you is that on some of these, I always say try to have like a target market. For example, when people come into Etsy to search for templates, they're probably not typing in like modern blush, but they might be typing in like quote templates or hairstylist templates, beauty templates, whatever. So whatever niche, if you make it niche specific, they perform even better. So instead of like good vibes story templates, you could say coaching story templates and call out your audience directly. They just sell a lot better. Not that these won't sell, I'm just saying it would improve sales even more. And I love that you have seasonal products going on here. Great job with that. Okay. Super cute. Like I said, I think you could easily add a listing video, and I really, really recommend doing that. Just use Canva animation. Like this is such a cute picture. Just use Canva animation to animate this for you and put that as a listing video, and that would be even more eye-catching. Etsy wants you to be adding listing videos. 56% of users prefer listings with listing videos, so you want to take advantage of that, and you want to use all the features that Etsy has because that is what they are looking for, especially with new features. I love your listing photos are fantastic. Great job. Love it. Perfect. Okay. So these look really good. Look good. Let's look at your tags. Tags. Cute. They look pretty good. I obviously don't know any of these off the top of my head. So I'm not really sure about Instagram Canva. I imagine that one's pretty saturated, but I think you did a really good job. And you did a great job at matching your title to your tags. Fantastic. A lot of people really struggle doing that, and you did a great job at that. Perfect bullet points. Love that. Awesome. This one, I would say bullet point this. Just pull out really specific details and bullet point it. And I would bullet point any of this too. Great job having your keywords at the bottom. Awesome. I think you're doing awesome. Good job. Okay.
Hey, let people know to send an email to support if they want their...
And if you want to add your shop to the list, I'm going to do as many as I can, but if you haven't, if you want to get on the list and you're not yet, you can email my support team and they will get you added. And that's support@thefasttrackgirl.com. Support@thefasttrackgirl.com. Again, these are blacklisted words. You don't want to use those in your titles or tags. Okay. Hello, Christine. Welcome. Okay, so Lost and Found art. Very cute. I love your cute little artwork. That's darling. Great job having a promo code right here at the top. And great job being a top shop for gifts. That's awesome. Good job having section titles. I would switch out these ones, like 5x7, 8x10. I think you could switch them out for even better keywords that are going to perform even better for you. But I think it's really good that you even have any because a lot of people don't even put sections. So that's awesome. I like your listing photos. They're very, very eye-catching and unique. Beautiful. Okay, I'm just gonna click on your top listing. I think I saw some, seasonal items. Fantastic. And listing video, you guys, look how cute this is. It is not hard to do a listing video, especially with physical products that you have right there. Look how darling this is. So simple. She's just doing this with her iPhone, and it adds so much to her listing. It's keeping eyes on her listing even longer, and it's really illustrating what its product's going to look like in real life, which motivates people to buy. So awesome job with that. The only thing I would say that you could even add is like what to expect, like shipping time, a call to action slide. So you could add even more listing photos here, and Etsy likes us to have more listing photos, but I think you're doing fantastic with what you have. Great job. These look good. Sorry, let's pull up your tags. Okay. Cute. I think it looks like you're doing a pretty good job. I would take out this one. And I'm pretty sure I know that one's not saturated. So yeah, I think you're off to a good start. And let's see. I would take out all of this extra paragraph and just keep it really, really simple. Keep it bullet points. Love it. Love your incentive offer restated right here. Perfect. And you have your title again pasted at the bottom. Beautiful. The only thing I would recommend adding is maybe it's up here, but any sort of like disclaimers, like what the usage rights are, like copyright, trademark, anything like that. Fantastic. Great job. Okay. Pull up the next one. Again, those are blacklisted words. Okay. Hello, Brenda at Fun Parties Printable Co. So cute. Okay, good job having a incentive offer right here at the top. Awesome. And good job having your sections, and good job doing holiday items. Definitely holiday items are a great way to get started on Etsy. I'm gonna click on your top listing here. All right, let's take a look. It looks like, so it looks like you printed these out and took pictures of them, and I love that. And because you did that, you should totally put together a listing video. So you're holding this in a picture right here. Do a listing video of you holding it and just film it with your iPhone, kind of like the last shop owner did, and post that as a listing video, and it's really gonna help boost you in the algorithm. And like I said, like Etsy has already done the research for us, and they tell us that 54% of people prefer listings with video. So that's just such a easy way to get even more views. So doing a little video of that real quick would be so cute. Awesome. And like I said, I think you could even add another slide that's like, hey, check out our shop for more, shipping times, or not, it's digital product. Okay, you're not shipping anything, but anything like that, like how to use, etc. Cute. Those look pretty good. Party favor box. Let me see. I'm kind of curious about party favor box. Let's type that one in. So of course, like with all of these, like I'm not looking at your SEO because I'm just doing it really fast, but that's what I would do normally. Like for a full audit, I would be typing in all of these keywords and analyzing all of them and seeing if they're competitive, and looking for alternatives if they are, etc. So for these like 3-minute audits, I'm just doing a very quick overview of very broad things, but when I get more specific, so party favor box is not getting searched very often, not getting much engagement, and it's super competitive. You can also see that like throughout the year, it's not really getting much action. So I would switch that one out. But otherwise, I think you're doing great. Let's see. You're matching these pretty well. I would say this one's probably pretty saturated. Oh, I thought it was just wrapper. No, I'm kidding. Oh, okay, that's probably fine. Okay, awesome. And I think I actually have done a lot of that SEO research, and a lot of those words are actually good. Again, I would cut out this whole paragraph. People aren't going to read it. So just skip to right to your bullet points. I love that you bullet pointed what it contains, and great job having this disclaimer. And I would also add your policies, like, personal use only. The colors are dependent on your screen. There could be color variations, etc., things like that. But I think you're doing really, really good. And then I would copy and paste your title down to the bottom of your listing. So like do some lines right here and then paste at the bottom, because you want your titles, tags, and descriptions to match the best you can. But I think you're doing a great job. So I go through all of your listings and do that, and I think you're doing great. And oh, look how exciting. Where is it? 3 people have this in your cart. Yay, that's so awesome. I love seeing those when I go on my shop. I think those are the best things to see. Okay. So I need to start checking these off while I go. I'm like, did I click on it yet? I'm going to type this in real quick. Okay, these are our blacklisted words again. Let's give that a second load. Okay, hello, paper template. So cute. Good job having your cover photo and your profile photo. If you don't put a cover photo in, or a profile picture in, Etsy will could shut you down for that. They want to make sure you're a real person. So be sure to always add your cover photo and your profile photo in. Good job having some section titles. You don't have anything in your subheading and you don't have anything in your announcement bar. So you'll definitely want to add an incentive offer in your announcement bar, and then in your subheading, add whatever you want to be most known for, and make it SEO friendly. So it looks like you're selling invitations. So maybe do like baby shower invitations, dash, and then you have some like chore charts. I would say pick one or the other because those are kind of very different. So I would say stick to invitations or do like printable chore charts and itineraries and stuff on a different shop, just because this is going to mess with your SEO with just a more broader range of products. So I would say, like, just starting off, I would say stick with invitations because they sell really well. And I would also say, like how you did this with your digital mock-up with the wedding day timeline, I would do invitations with the digital version as well. So say, hey, you could print it like this or do a textable version. Those do really well. Okay, let's pull those up. Cute. I love Friends. So again, this is where I would add Canva animation. So I would just use Canva animation to make a little listing video to put right here because, again, Etsy wants to see that. But I think you're doing really good, showing exactly what they can do with it, edit photos, etc. And then, oops, hit button. And then great job having the what's included and how to use. You could also add a slide that says check out the rest of my shop, but I think you're doing really great there. Sorry, I had to get some water. Okay. Cute. Let's get your SEO really quick, or your tags really quick. So this is one of those. These ones are going to be blacklisted, so I'd definitely take those out. This one and this one are probably really saturated, so I'd maybe take another look at those. And I'm not sure about these ones, but I think so far it looks like you're trying to match these pretty well. So good job on that. Perfect. Awesome. And that's perfect. I love that. Okay. Awesome. Great job. So let's do, I'm gonna like check these off as I go. Last time I just did them, I wasn't checking them off as I went, and then it was hard to remember where I left off. Okay. Hello, Bridget. And this is Bridget M Design. This is so cute. I like how you have your social medias right here linked to. That's really awesome. Cross promotion, and congrats on being a star seller. That's so exciting. Procreate brushes. So I would take out and tools for your needs, because when you go onto Etsy, people aren't going to be typing in and tools for your needs. So I would erase that and put something more SEO friendly that's going to help you get found even more. Great job having your incentive offer here. Good job having sections. I like your listing photos. They're very eye-catching, very easy to see what you sell. Great job. Okay. I'm going to click on this one. I keep hitting a button, so I'm sorry if I keep messing with this. Super cute. Procreate pack. If you don't know what Procreate is, it's an app. It's a fantastic app, so you guys should definitely download it if you don't have it. And these are basically like brushes that you use to write with and stuff. Like she has her calligraphy. So great job on these honestly all look really good. I've actually seen a lot of the SEO for Procreate, and I think all of those are actually really good. Okay. I think it's really cute that you kind of gave a description to each one of these, but I don't think that people will really read it. So I would consider getting this down to even more concise, just so that people, I would put this at the bottom. I would focus on like the headlines of like, this is what the product is, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. And then like, this is a really good thing to like maybe star, make sure that they know. Cause I don't know if you've ever run into that where this one works with Apple Pencil. And cause I use Procreate, and I know I'm like, oh, it's such a pain if people don't understand. And then yeah, so I would bullet point all of this stuff so it sounds out even better. I think you're doing a great job having all this info, or just bullet point it. Great job having your copyright. Awesome. Perfect. Yeah, this is the only thing that I would say, maybe put that at the bottom, just because people aren't going to read it, or you can like make it even more concise. But I think you're doing a really great job. I don't know if I don't see it, but if you haven't copied and pasted this to the bottom of your description, yeah, I would paste that your title at the bottom of your description too to increase your SEO. You always want your titles and tags and descriptions to match. So if you copy and paste your title into the bottom of your description, that's gonna super help out. So great job. This is the only one I would say probably take out, because people aren't going to go into Etsy and type in iPad to find your product. But I think the rest of these actually look really good. Great job. Super cute shop. Super cute. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Sorry. I'm like checking these off as I go because I'm like, otherwise I lose my spot.
Remind people to send email.
And if you don't have your shop on the list yet, you can email support@thefasttrackgirl.com, and my support people will add you to my list too. I'm trying to get through as many as I can tonight, and then any that I don't get to tonight, I will do next week. Okay, hello Rita. Very cute branding. Love this. Okay. So I would switch this out to be more SEO friendly. For example, people aren't coming onto Etsy and typing in ready to print to find your product. So I would take that out. I would just stick to, and take this out. I would stick to like just digital art dash, another product that you're selling, etc. You want to keep this super SEO friendly to help your shop be found. Great job having an incentive offer. Awesome. And you have buyers rating. Yay. Good job having your section titles. Good job. Okay. And great job having seasonal products. You guys know that is the best way, or the fastest way to start getting sales on Etsy. Super cute. Let's check out your listing video. Oh, look. So this is I'm going to assume you did this with Canva animation. It's super, super simple to do this, and yet it makes such a big impact. People are going to stay on her listing a lot longer, and she's even highlighting other products that she has, which I think is really cool. So that's a great example of a listing video, and it's really easy to make inside Canva. And then she's outlining these in lots of different, not flat lays, mock-ups. Love that. Oh, that's such a cute idea. So she's doing a call to action to heart it. Very cute. Love that. I would say probably watermark this so nobody right-click saves. Or just, I don't even think you have to have this. I would honestly just take this one out because you do such a good job mocking it up here. If you do keep it, I would definitely watermark it. Beautiful. I always recommend having this, by the way. So it's very clearly in a picture way, shows them exactly what to expect. Great job. Perfect. I would even add here, like, check out our shop for more. But I think that's fantastic. Great job. Okay. Cute. That looks good so far. Let's check out your tags. Okay. So these tags are really, really, really saturated. So 2022, you have to think when somebody comes into Etsy to look for your product, are they typing in 2022? Probably not. So let's take that one out. Minimalist is really, really broad. I would take that one out. I would take hubby wife out just because they're incredibly saturated. Romantic is pretty broad. So I would take that out and put something more specific. I would take unique and personalized out. I'd probably take names out too, and switch all of those out for more SEO friendly words. And that's really going to be a huge difference for you. People are already coming to your shop, so switching these out is definitely going to make a difference. I love how you did the emojis for your bullet points. A lot of people don't know that you can use emojis in your Etsy descriptions, and I highly recommend it. See how eye-catching that is to really easily draw your eye to exactly what to expect. Awesome. And great job only using bullet points. Perfect. Love this. And my only recommendation is to copy and paste your title down to the bottom to add that SEO. Great job. Very cute. Okay. I'm going to take this on. These are blacklisted words. We're not using these words in our titles, tags, or descriptions. All right, hello, Mar, Planners by Mar. So right off the bat, you definitely need to add a cover photo and a shop cover photo in order to be not shut down by Etsy. So it's really important to add those in as fast as possible. And then you're going to want to add a subheading in here that's SEO friendly and an announcement bar that will go right here with an incentive offer and section titles, and then sort all of your products into the sections. And then let's check these out. Okay, so we're doing digital planners. All right, cute, okay. So good job highlighting exactly what's included. Yes, love what's included page, how to use, perfect. I would say use Canva animation to add a listing video, and also consider doing a page, a call to action page. It's like, hey, check out the shop for more. Let's check this out. This I'm not sure about. I think that's, I'm gonna pull it up, but I think that that's gonna be too, yeah, it's too long. So you're actually the only person on the Etsy using that. So I would take this out because this one's, that exact phrase is not gonna help you. Because if you do dashes, that's how Etsy's gonna see it. But if you do lines like this, that's gonna be a different word. So if you're trying to use each of those words as separate words, then that's what you would want to do, is do this line like that. But I also wouldn't, this is one of our blacklisted words, so I'd definitely take that off. We don't like printable. But I think the other, and probably I would take iPad off too. And then same with simple and functional. I think you can really, there's so much good SEO out there for digital planners. That I think you could definitely switch that out to serve you even more. And I was actually looking at this morning for a different project, and I was like, oh, there's actually a lot of really good SEO related to digital planners. So if you're thinking about selling digital planners, definitely plug it into a website like Marmalade. There's also the other ones that I talk about in my link in bio, or not my link in bio, my pinned video. And yeah, putting it into a website like this is really going to give you a lot of valuable information. So let's scroll down. And look, this is Marmalade, and this is where I do all my SEO research. And so you can see here, these ones, look at how much better these are going to be working for you. You're getting good searches, good engagement, good competition. Like, this is as good as it can get for SEO on a lot of things. So this one, especially digital budget planner. So you have so many good alternatives here. I would definitely switch out these for even better options. Let's look at the tags. Okay, there's one of our blacklisted words, so I take that one out. And I would take this out and this out. And then I would try to match it to your title and your tags as much as possible. But so far that looks pretty good. And then the description is just this. So I think you did a good job at putting your title in your description, but you're definitely going to want to add more information. You're going to want to basically this, you're just going to basically bullet point this into your description, bullet point this into your description, and then you're going to put all of your disclaimers and policies like personal use only, you know, the no rights to resell, no refunds, exchanges, any of that stuff. So I would keep working on your description, but otherwise I think you're doing great. Okay. And so, okay, sorry, I'm gonna click on this. I'm trying to check these off as I go so I don't lose my spot. These are blacklisted words again. And this is what I just showed you. This is the Marmalade. This is what I do like when I do like a full audit. This is when I type in all of your keywords and I do all of this for you. For these ones, I'm just doing a quick overview. So if you want to do a full audit yourself, basically you would just come in here and type in all of your keywords and go through all of this information and like weed out all of the best words. And that's what I would normally do for like a full audit. Okay, hello Skylar, and congrats on being a top shop for gifts. All right, it says Tangled Owl Designs. Great job having something here, but I would switch this out instead to have an incentive offer. So like buy one, get one, spend 50, get, 20% off, free shipping, some sort of incentive offer right here to get them to purchase. You have sections here, but it looks like most of these you didn't put in sections. So I would definitely make sure you have all of your products sorted into a section. cool. Okay, I'm gonna pull. Oh, yay, look at it. 20 people have this in their cart. Go you. That's awesome. All right, let's pull this up. So great job. This is very clear, to the point, easy to see what it is, and you're pasting a window, which looks pretty good. Okay. Great job having a listing video. So this is what I always say. Listing videos do not have to be hard. She's doing this with her iPhone. She's doing it next to a window with some good light. So easy to do, and it makes such an impact for your listing and for your user. Like I said, Etsy says that 54% of people prefer listings with videos. So doing this is such a good thing to do to really boost your shop to the next level. It looks like the rest of these are these the same picture over and over again? Or is this different? Do you have a duplicate? I think you might have a duplicate. Oh no, they're a little different. Okay, they're changing the order of them. Okay, got it. Okay, cool. So let's look at this. So it looks like you have a lot of room left in your title. You can even focus on gifts, like Valentine's gift for her, etc., things like that. So you could add even more here. And then let's look at your tags. And this is Allura that I'm using to look at these tags. I always get that question. This is Allura. This is a Chrome plugin of Allura that I'm using, and it is paid. Okay. So chocolate. Okay, good. Yeah, so you have a lot of good tags here. I would start putting these in your title too, to match them as much as possible. Okay, description. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so I would take this out because people don't read it. Great job. Okay. Oh, I love that. Okay, so you broke it down really easily. Great. Another idea that you could do, since adding as many listings as possible to your shop is going to be the best thing for your shop, I would honestly say separate all of these into different listings. So have one listing for this, one listing for this, because then that's going to give you more listings in your shop, and it's going to make it more clear to your user exactly what they're getting. So I would switch all of these out to have one of these for each one of these would be its own listing. And then I will paste your title at the bottom for your SEO, and then make sure you put any, I don't see any disclaimers on here, so just make sure you say what your return policy is, your exchange policy is, your shipping policy is, etc., just to protect yourself even more. Okay, great job. All right, let's see. Here's our blacklisted words again. We're not using these in our titles and tags. Screenshot this. These are I feel like a lot of new digital product users use these a lot because it seems like, oh, those would be good words, but they're actually going to be working against you. All right, so hello page with Simply Staley Designs. Very cute. Good job having a subtitle here. However, you're using our blacklisted words. So I would switch these out to something that's going to serve you even more. So whatever you are selling, whatever your main focus is, that's what I would tell you to put right here, and make sure it's SEO friendly as well. Great job having your incentive offer in here. It looks like you don't have any sections, so create a section, as many sections as you can that are SEO friendly, and then sort all of your products into the sections. When you see an on sale section, that's just an auto-generated section that Etsy is just saying, hey, she put these products on sale, but it's not a section you actually created. So you want to make sure that it's always ones that you created, and put all of your listings in there. Very cool. Yeah, highlight covers are a great product to be selling. Cool. Okay. I'm going to click on, good job having Valentine's products too, actually. I'm going to click on this one just because I think highlight covers are awesome. Okay, so let's check out this. Great job having a listing video. See, these are listing videos don't have to be hard. I think they can get kind of overwhelming. She did this right here in Canva. It looks like Canva animation. So easy to do, and yet it adds so much to the listing. And I think you do a good job of having all of these included. I would add kind of we're shown on some of the others, where you do a how to use, a what's included listing, and then also a call to action side that's hey, check out the shop for more. Okay, cute. I think you could add even more. I think you have room to add even more words if you wanted to. I always recommend having as many as possible. Let's look at this. Cool. These are really, really, really specific. Like you're calling out Airbnb and Instagram on here to be really specific, but like nothing on here says Airbnb. So I would switch out your tags to match what your product is, or I would rebrand this to say Airbnb host highlight covers. Okay, I would bullet point this. So bullet point these and then copy and paste your keywords, as many keywords as you can. I think you did some of that. Let's rephrase. Yeah, so I copy and paste your title to the bottom. Good job having your disclaimers on here. And then I would put these in bullet points. I would say like, you know, disclaimers or guidelines as a heading, and then do bullet points for these, and then also do your return and exchange policy in bullet points. Yeah, and this could be under a bullet point too. So I think what's included, and then, you know, bullet point this, and then do a headline that's like how to use it, bullet point that, and then disclaimers, bullet point that, and then post your keywords at the bottom. Great job. Okay. So I'm going to mark these off. These are blacklisted words again, if you're just tuning in. Okay. Hello, Amber. All right, this is a party shop. Oh, that's cute. And Amber, I would definitely add a profile picture so that Etsy doesn't shut you down. They want to make sure you're a real person. It looks like you're brand new, so definitely add some section titles or sections, and then sort your items into those sections. And then let's look at these birthday invitations. Very cute. And these are very on trend with what's trending right now. And that's the best way to, if you're just starting out, go onto Etsy and type in whatever you're thinking about selling and look at the best sellers. We'll go, it's trending. And that's the best way to see kind of what themes you should be focusing on. So great job. I would say, do a listing video, Canva animation listing video, and then same thing, add those how to use slide, what's included, a call to action, like check out the shop for more. And then I would also say add a slide that says, I think this is Canva. Is this Canva? Oh yeah, so it's Canva. Okay. So I would add like a Canva logo on here, or I would have a whole entire slide that's like, hey, Canva template, you can edit colors, edit pictures, edit fonts, etc., just so that they know exactly up front that that's what they can do with the invitation, because right now they wouldn't know that. And so I definitely would add that in. Yeah, I think that would be a really good idea, is to add the Canva thing in. You could even say like, hey, you can edit this for you, and you could show like a before and after, like 2 different colors or whatever. That's just a thought. Okay. So it looks like you don't have all 13 tags, so definitely go in here and make sure you have all 13 of your tags. This one's definitely going to be oversaturated. This one and this one are oversaturated. This one's probably oversaturated. So I would do some SEO research to find out like what specific ones that you should be focusing on. And yeah, so here we're using our blacklisted words. So you'll definitely want to take these off. So instant, editable, printable, download, those are on our blacklisted words. We don't want to be using those in titles and tags because they're super oversaturated, and so they're not going to be working for you. And you have to think, like, when people come onto Etsy to search for your product, they're not going to be typing in, you know, the word instant or editable. And you put this as like a run-on sentence too, so Etsy's actually reading it like this, not as individual words. So I would definitely just take this whole part out and focus on more SEO-friendly words to put there. Okay, good job saying that, what Canva templates are. So I would add like the sizes like underneath what's included, just so it flows a little bit better. The rest of this is great. Perfect. And then I would just copy and paste your title down to the bottom to make sure that you have that SEO in there. And if you're looking for better words, this is when I would come in here and say, type in like birthday invitation. We'll just do this really quick together. We're going to go on an adventure together. This is Marmalade again. This is my favorite one. There's a couple different options, but they've been around the longest. They have the most data, and they actually take data out. They have their own data from years, but they also take it from Google and Etsy and all these other places, and they plugged into Etsy in a different way than the other ones are. Okay, so you can see birthday invitation, super competitive. And I don't know what it is about April, but man, That's a good month to be selling invitations. Okay, so let's come down here. We're going to look at some alternatives. So you have to think birthday invitations are really broad. So we have to get really specific to narrow in on things that are not so competitive. So that's when you're going to go through and click through all of these things and find the ones that are doing really well. And here's some other, and then it will also give you some popular tags that you can kind of think about doing and click through these and see how saturated those are as well. And then another one is like this one's showing us these other products on Etsy. So here's like one of your, like a competitor of yours, and then you can always come on and spy on their tags and see what's working for them too. Okay. So great job. I'm excited to see where you go with that. Definitely add that picture as fast as possible though, so Etsy doesn't shut you down. Okay. I've been seeing a lot of people saying that they've been getting shut down really quickly after. And so it's always something you want to check and make sure you have your profile picture, have your cover photo, have your policy set up and everything like that. Okay. Hello, Allison. This is Shop Crafty Kelly. Very cute. Great job. Perfect there. Great job having incentive offer, having all of your listings or your listing cover, not listing cover, listing titles. What are these called? Section titles. That's what they're called. Gosh, I'm getting tired. Great job with that. All right, let's look through this. Very clear. So I like how you're doing these ones. I would just say go next to a window and make sure you have a lot of natural light, and that's really going to make them pop. I like these ones more than I like the digital mock-up, if I have to be honest. I think they're both good, but I think this one looks more natural. They're really cute though, and yay, 5 people have this in their car. Go you, that's awesome. Super cute. All right, let's look at this one, since this is a crowd favorite. And because these are physical products, like kind of like you saw in the other listings, you can so easily make a video of these with your phone. I love this. Fantastic. Great job. This is the call to action slide when I'm telling people like, yeah, see how she's like telling people, hey, go check out my shop. This is the call to action slide. So if you don't have one of these yet, I highly recommend adding one. And she just made this in Canva, it looks like. So I would, what am I saying right now? Oh, add the listing video. So I would just take this in your hands, next to a window with good light and just kind of like move it around so people can see it. You could stretch it out. You could put it in your pony, anything like that to show it in real life and add that as a listing video. It's going to be a huge, huge difference, especially for physical products. It really, really helps. Okay. And these are really, really, really specific keywords, but if they're working for you, like if you're getting a lot of sale, oh, dang. Sorry, I have to refresh the page. I clicked out of it. There we go. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you'll definitely want to get rid of regs. That's super broad. I would get rid of oversized and handmade. Let's add handmade to the blacklist. That's a good one. I didn't think about adding that one. Because that one's just so broad and so many people use it. We definitely don't want to be using that one. Okay. This one's probably super saturated too, and this one's probably really broad. So I would just come into Marmalade and look and see if, what other options you have, because I think you could even take, oh gosh, yep, I can spell. I think you could really take this listing to the next level, but just by redoing your SEO. So we'll let that load. Let's look at your description. Love that you pasted your title right here. Awesome. Love the bullet points. Love the disclaimer. Incentive offer. Perfect. Looks great. Great job on that. Okay, let's see what this loaded up for us. So we are seeing scrunchies are competitive, but let's check it out. Let's see what's going on down here. Okay, cool. So look at all the alternatives. Not too competitive. Yay. Getting lots of searches on some of these at least. Yay. Good engagement. Yay. So you have a lot of really, really good alternatives that you could be putting on your shop that look at how big of a difference that would be for you, switching some of those tags out. And there's even more up here as well. So I would definitely revisit what your tags are. And I think that could be a huge, huge boost in your shop. So again, this is Marmalade I'm doing this on. It's my recommendation, but there are some other options as well. So yeah, I'm excited for you. That's awesome. Okay, let's do I'm checking these off as I go. Okay. All right. Hello, Inky Mouse. Very cute branding, darling. Disney bows, accessories, and magic. Yay, top ship for gifts. Shop. Ship. So I would take out accessories and magic and oh, it's a slider. That's cool. You guys see that? It's a slider. Oh, I like that. That's fun. Okay. So I would take out accessories and magic to make it more SEO friendly because people aren't coming onto Etsy and typing in accessories and magic, you know? So let's swap that for something even more SEO friendly. It's going to give your shop that extra boost. Good job having all of your section titles on here. Great job with your listing pictures. Very good natural light, doing next to light, all that stuff. And yay, 10 people. We love that. Okay, let's click on this one. Very cute. Cool. Okay, so I think right here, this is being one of those things because like you have a really good eye for light. So you know where the light is. Now just with your phone, just take this next to the window where you're at and just make a little video showing the back and the front of it, a little quick video on your iPhone and upload that as a listing video. And that's really going to help you. Etsy prefers this, shoppers prefer this. It's a win all the way around. And then I would add more listings or listing photos like look at my shop, here's how to use, how to shipping, etc. Pictures of it being used, even better, especially on models. And my mouse just died again. That's what I get for not charging it. Oh gosh. I rubbed my eye while I was talking apparently. Okay, I have to let my mouse charge for a second. But I think this is really cute. And I'm looking at your title. It looks like there is some of these that might be I'm making it worse. I'm sorry, you guys. It looks like some of these keywords are a little broad, like hair bow might be really competitive, so that might be an option. But if the listing is working for you, then don't touch it. If you touch it when it's doing really well, then you're gonna like reset it. So if you have something doing good for you, just let it be. Let it do its thing. It's doing great. If you did want to change anything and adjust anything, I would just duplicate the same listing and create a new listing and mess with the new listing. That way you don't mess up your current one. So I'm gonna give this mouse a second. Let's see if it's up. Okay, we're back. Let me flip it back around. Okay, so let's look at tags. Okay, it's like pretty good. These ones might be really saturated. I'm not sure, but I think they're probably fine. Okay, let's look at. So I would definitely add more information to your description, add some bullet points here, like bullet point handmade to order, bullet point using ribbon, bullet point glitter foam, bullet point size, etc. And then you also want to do a disclaimers like your shipping policy. Do you take returns? Do you do exchanges? Anything like that. I would definitely add that to your thing, and then copy and paste your title to your description to add that extra SEO. Super cute. Okay, let's do, I don't know why I have Google up. So I think I have time for like maybe 2 more. So let's see. I'm so close to the end. Yay. I'm so glad I've been able to get to so many. Okay. These are blacklisted words. We're not using these. Okay. Hello, Claire with Sunrise Rain. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so art gifts inspired by retro. So I would switch this out to be something more SEO friendly. So let's take a look. Digital art. So I would type in like whatever you want to be the best known for. So it looks like retro artwork. I would actually, so digital art is one of the hardest products to sell on Etsy. And so that is something that you're going to be working against to get sales. There are some very, very specific, like long tail key alternatives that you could try to focus on. And then I think Pinterest, and if you're doing any social media, it's definitely going to help out as well. So you definitely just want to kind of go in. Oh, this is cute. Let's watch our listing video. Oh, awesome. See, just listing videos don't have to be like a lot of work. Like this looks like it was made in Canva and it's perfect. Like that's all you guys need. That little like animation adds so much. Good job doing lots of different mock-ups. Oh, I like this one. That's really cute. You can do mock-ups like this in placeit.net if you have not heard of it. And you can also do these in Canva as well. These are all digital mock-ups, so they're super easy to make right in your computer. All right, these are the, this is the title. Here's the tags. Okay. Pop culture is probably really saturated. Wall art, super saturated. I'm not sure about the rest of those, but I would definitely type them in. You want to make your titles and your tags match the best you can. And there is a 20 character limit for tags, so you just do it the best you can. But I would just type all of these in just to be sure. Like the word art, super saturated, that one's not good. I would just take that out. Wall art, super saturated, I would take that out. I'm not sure about gaming gifts, so I'm sure like the rest of them are great. Let's look at your description. Okay, details, great job. Bullet pointing, awesome. Good job having your copyright and your return policy and doing your keyword at the bottom. Perfect. Love that. And then we're just gonna look at this real quick. Digital art, this is what we're looking at. This is Marmalade again. So let's see. See how it's hard to like find any alternatives just because it's so it's just so competitive. But there are a couple different ones on here, and I think because you niche down into like gamer gift and gaming, I don't know a lot about that niche, so that one might be a better niche to be in. Let's type it in. And now I'm curious. Let's just find out. Let's see, gaming gift. What do you guys think? Saturated, not saturated? Low search volume? Yeah, okay. Yeah. So low search volume and super competitive. So I would take gaming gift out of your titles and tags because it's not getting searched very often. But then you could switch it out for, let's see, these ones even. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be a little bit harder to sell in this niche. So I would just really dive in on your Pinterest to boost that shop and make up for the the low search volume and the saturation. I think that's going to be your best bet to really boost and get the sales that you want and deserve. Okay, so let me see if I have, no. Okay, so I'm going to flip this around. Okay, so that's all of the audits I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to do a couple of like 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes of Q&A. So I'm going to go through all of these comments and questions you guys have. And then anything that I didn't get to tonight, I'm going to do next week. So I will post that. I'll probably do it next Wednesday or Tuesday. So check that out. If yours was not on here, I will definitely try to get to it. And then if you want to be on my list and you're not yet, then email my support team. Is this driving you nuts? This is driving me nuts. And my support email is support@thefastchatgirl.com. So going back up, look at these. The question is, how long did it take for you to get your first sale? And that was in the first week for me. Except for my website template one, it was like the first 2 weeks. What about, the question is, what about bleed on digital templates? I don't sell anything that has is really affected by a bleed. If you are worried about bleed, you can look up bleed dimensions on Google. Just do a quick Google search and it will give you all the dimensions that you need to type in. But I sell like social media templates and things that aren't really printed. This is not loading. Yes, so the question is, will this be on YouTube? Yes, I'm going to repost this to YouTube. The list is going to be, when you email my support team, that's where they're going to put the, they're going to put you, oh shoot, they're going to put you on the list. Okay, sorry, this just went live. Question is, should I take digital out of my digital print Etsy tag as well? Yeah, all those blacklisted words I showed you aren't going to be giving you more traffic just because they're really, really saturated. So it's going to be hard to even show up in that search. On top of they have really low engagement because people don't type in just the word digital to look for what they're looking for. So they might type in like digital invitation, like as a phrase, but the word digital itself is working against you. Question is, what's Marmalade? It's a website that does keyword research for you. It's an amazing, amazing tool, and I attribute so much of my success to it. I highly recommend everyone use it. They have a free trial, and I would say even just plug it in for the free trial. I think it's 7 days, might be even longer than that, and just take advantage of it and get all of your keywords. So the question is, what are we using instead of Printable? So you can still use Printable like on your listing photos to be like, hey, Printable bridal shower game, or whatever you're selling. And you can do it in your description, being like, hey, this is a printable product, etc. We just don't want to enter titles and tags because it's oversaturated and it's not going to be bringing you more sales. And you really, like, that's top prime real estate for getting you that traffic. So switch those out for something more SEO friendly, and then put those words, the blacklisted words, in your description or your listing photos if you do want to use them. Yeah, you always want to have as many listing photos as possible. Etsy has said this won't work against you. They're like, hey, we won't not give you more traffic for it, but we want to see more listing photos. So even when you plug it into Marmalade, it will give you a ranking, like it grades each one of your listings. It'll give you like A, B, C, D, E, not E, oh my gosh, A, B, C, D rating. And one of the factors that they are rating you on is how many listing photos you have, because that is what they want to see. And that listing video, you guys, so important. Question is, what is the best way to request an audit? So for a full audit, that application's in my bio. So click the link in my bio, and you scroll down, and there will be a button for that, and you can fill out the application. Oh guys, sorry, my contacts are drying out. The question is, what tool do you use to analyze the SEO? So the one that I was showing you guys in the video was Marmalade, and that's my favorite one. If you're a new Etsy shop owner, if you're thinking about starting an Etsy shop, that's where I recommend starting. The one that I was using to check tags, that little like plugin that I was using to spy on people's tags, was Allura, and that was a Chrome plugin. They have a website too. I just don't think that their SEO is as good, like their information is not as good as Marmalade. Marmalade just doesn't have that tag checker, so I use Allura for that. But otherwise, I think that Marmalade is the way to go. The question is, how do you know which words are blacklisted or why it makes them blacklisted? So when you're thinking about what you're putting in your titles and tags, there's two basically factors that you're going over. What are people typing in when they are looking for your product? So are they typing in just the word PDF? Are they going into Etsy and typing in PDF search? They're not, right? They're looking for something more specific. They're not going in there typing in editable or custom, or, so those are, a lot of times people kind of think, oh, well, that's part of, like, I'm selling a digital product, so I'm going to put the word digital, but Etsy's just filing you under the word digital. And so you're actually not going to be getting any extra traffic from using that word, if that makes sense. Instead of saying just the word digital, you could say digital content planner. And then that's a phrase, and that phrase is getting searched, and that phrase is going to help you get found. So just don't use these blacklisted words as standalone words in your titles and tags. Hopefully that makes some more sense. If you have questions about that still, let me know. But an alternative to one of these words would be to do your SEO research and type in what you're selling, like planner, digital planner. Digital planner is a phrase. So digital planner would be fine. It's just using the words by themselves that makes them blacklisted. Like I've seen people do the word like PDF in their as a tag, but you have to remember people aren't going onto Etsy and typing in just PDF to find what you're selling, you know? So if you type in digital planner, you have like, instead of doing like digital planner, instant download, etc., you could do digital planner / digital planner undated / digital planner budget, etc. And that's going to really help you get found. The question is, can I upload a video on Etsy from my phone? I honestly don't know. I'd have to look into that. The question again was the little tags. That was Allura, the plugin. That one I think is, I want to say they're at $10 a month on that one. Yeah, the request list is support@thefasttrackgirl.com, and I'll do another one of these next week. So if you're not on the list, then email now so you can get on the list for next week. I just go in order. So the sooner, the sooner you submit, the sooner I can get to it. So the question is, what is the best digital download item now? There's so many amazing products to be selling right now that are not saturated. It's not too late to get started. If you are thinking about getting started, or you're just getting started and you're feeling discouraged, or you're thinking like, oh, did I miss the boat? You did not miss the boat, you guys. There's so many good products that you could still sell. Yes, there are some that are saturated, like wall art, but there's actually still a ton that are not too saturated that you can absolutely get on. So social media templates, ebook templates, all the ones that I talk about on my page all the time. I have the pinned video on my TikTok as well that has a list of the ones. And then there's other products too that are not Canva templates that are still digital products that are good products to sell, and I just made a video about those as well. So I think also in my Facebook group, I just posted a list. If you guys are in the Facebook group, go check out the list that I posted that Marmalade actually published. So that was amazing. Twitch covers, you guys. I would not think about selling that, but Marmalade, that website that I've been showing you guys, they did their own research and they give us like their top 500 keywords for 2022, and Twitch covers, you guys, apparently a hot product to be selling right now. Okay. This is like it's delayed when I scroll. Okay. So the question is, I sell nature photographs as digital downloads. What do you recommend I do to market it? So selling photography is a little bit harder. Are you selling it as prints? You're selling photo prints, I'm guessing, wall art. It kind of falls into that wall art section of things, and it is just really saturated. There are some like offshoot keywords that are not too saturated. And with anything, like any product, if you're trying to sell a product that you know is saturated, the way to like overstep that is to do your own social media marketing, get serious about Pinterest, doing paid ads, etc. And that way you can kind of jump over that. So I just typed in photo prints, and there's like 4 or 5 different like small photo prints is a good keyword, antique photo prints, metal photo prints. I know those probably don't all really relate to what you're selling, but those are a couple that would be good to be using. Another option is to go on to Etsy and spy on what your use that little tool I was showing you and spy on their tags and see how they're performing, because then that gives you some ideas of different tags that you could be using. So I just pulled up wall art again. It's so competitive for wall art. There's some very offshoot. So dinosaur wall art, that one's doing good. American flag wall art, some very, very specific wall art offshoots are doing okay. Bicycle wall art, that's very random, very specific, but there are some different very, very specific wall art categories that are doing well. If you, again, are not selling any of those, then I would focus on doing your outside marketing. Question is, can Shopify or Squarespace websites link to Etsy? They don't connect directly, so you can like import your Etsy shop to Shopify. So if you're trying to switch your Etsy shop to Shopify, you can. There is an app that will convert or to switch that over for you. And I don't really know about Squarespace, but you could always put a link if you had a website and you were like, hey, click the link to shop on Etsy. You could always link out like that. But they don't all like, sync together necessarily. The question is, how many digital products should you have before opening your shop? So just one. It's definitely, Etsy wants to see you adding as many products as possible. So open with just one shop and then start adding as many as possible. And that's actually going to work more in your favor than if you had waited until you had like 20 products and then launched your shop. So definitely don't wait to have a huge collection of products to get started. Just publish as one and then add as many as possible after. Question is, have you ever paid for ads? Do you think it's necessary? I do pay for ads on one of my shops. The other ones I do not pay for. My other ones, I've tried running ads on all of my shops at one point, and the other ones I was just breaking even, where it was just kind of, I was like $10 positive in my ad spend. So I just was like, it's not worth it. And I get enough traffic organically that it didn't really make sense for me to keep spending money on ads when I was just breaking even. My other shop, I started at $5 a day and it was profitable for me, so I kept adding. And so now that one's at $35 a day and I haven't touched it. It's been that way for a while now and I haven't raised it again. I probably should raise it again, but that's where I'm at for that one right now. I think that everyone should run ads and just see if it works for your shop, and just see how it turns out. It doesn't hurt. And it just comes out of your Etsy fees. So when you're getting sales, it takes it from there. So you won't pay anything extra for them unless you're in the red. The question is, different shops for different niches? Yes. That's why I have 4 shops, technically 5 shops, but because you can niche down. Each one of them are niche down. I have a good video about this that I just posted on my feed a couple days ago about niching down. Go watch it because it has all of the good info in there. Oh shoot, sorry, I clapped something. Question is it hard to make money with digital products as a beginner on Etsy? I don't think so. Even my students that don't feel confident in graphic design yet are still having success getting on Etsy. If you feel like creating the designs is what's holding you back, you can also hire that out for pretty cheap actually. So you could go on Upwork or Fiverr and hire somebody to create the designs for you. Just make sure that you have commercial use rights. Did this pause? Okay, my battery just notified me. So if your battery's at 20%, be a little dramatic, plug it in. Do you think selling digital templates is sustainable? We live in a digital world. I think it's going to be a long time before digital products become out of touch. I don't really see that happening anytime soon. I think we'll just see that the digital products that are selling, we're going to see a shift in the demand. For example, like 2 years ago, if you were trying to sell Twitch covers, probably wouldn't have been a hot item, but for 2022, it's a hot item to sell. So I think it's just going to keep shifting, but digital products are definitely going to be in demand. You're even seeing that with like the whole, what are those called? NFTs, digital photos. We're in a very, very digital world. So I think we're definitely going to be safe in the digital space for a long time. It'll just be shifting on what products are good to sell. Question is, how do I choose the most effective tags for my Etsy? That's when you're going to use Marmalade. So go in Marmalade, type in your keywords, and do all of that research. And it's going to show you exactly what tags are doing well, the keywords that are doing well for you, all of that stuff. That's where you're going to get all that good information. You can do that on a free trial. So I know that a lot of people just getting started don't want to, or are overwhelmed by the, all the subscriptions that can come with getting started. And so take advantage of those free trials. and get all that info, and then don't renew if it doesn't make sense for you. And if it does make sense for you, then you can renew. But take advantage of it. I think, and I'm like almost positive that Marmalade doesn't take any credit card information up front, so you don't have to worry about canceling anything. When your trial's over, it'll basically just turn off and you can't access any of the information unless you redo. So, no credit card information or anything, just go get all that good info. Question is, have you tried selling digital wallpaper for print? I have not tried that. Question is, what's a Twitch cover? What's Twitch again? Blake, what's Twitch?
Oh, it's a streaming platform.
Oh, it's a streaming platform.
Like gamers stream their life.
I have to ask my husband, the nerd. Just kidding. I love you. It's a gaming platform, I guess. Question is, do you use other programs other than just Canva? I use Canva for everything except for the website templates. For website templates, I use Showit and Wix and Shopify. The question is it better to have totally different tags from the titles? No, you want to have your titles and tags and descriptions match as much as you can. Capital or lowercase words in the titles, that doesn't matter. So whatever you feel drawn to. The question is, are there any sites you can suggest that predict what digital products are trending? You can use trends.pinterest.com to kind of see the upcoming trends, and they do really good trend prediction reports. A lot of them aren't really specific to digital products. Another thing that I do is I'm on the Creative Market email list, and they do a weekly trend report, and they only sell digital products there. And so I find that information really valuable. It is a different platform than Etsy, so I don't know how directly that their information relates to Etsy, but I think it is kind of interesting. I guess the answer to your question is I don't have a great website but to suggest, but those are two worth checking out. They're not like super specific to Etsy, but it's kind of cool to see. Question is, mine doesn't show a free trial. Do you have a link? Yes. Did you click the link in my bio? The link in my bio should take you right to the free trial. If that's not doing that for some reason, let me know. Question, is there a go-to resource you found for learning how to do some of these products like Twitch? So when you go on Canva, they already have these dimensions preloaded in there for you. And when you click on it, you'll see auto-generated examples on the left. You can't sell those, but you can look at them to kind of see what it's all about. And if you aren't on Twitch, but you're thinking about making products for Twitch, I would get on Twitch and just kind of see what it's all about, see what other people are doing to really understand that niche so you can create products for that. Obviously, not everyone's going to feel called to do Twitch stuff. Like, I don't do Twitch stuff, but that is apparently a good product to be selling for 2022. There are other, like, I sell a lot of Instagram templates, ebooks, Airbnb templates, that kind of stuff. And I just taught myself on all of that as well. You can Google like what to put in an Airbnb welcome book, and it just literally lays it out for you and makes it super, super simple. Question is, I have one product in my store right now. It's a healthy salad ebook. Does that mean I should only create ebooks? I think that you have two options here. You can create an entire brand around health and fitness. So you have a healthy salad ebook, then you could do like a habit tracker for your fitness needs. You could have a fitness like quote Instagram post. You can make an entire shop around fitness and health and serving that niche. Or like you said, you could just do a bunch of different ebook options. If I was you, I would stick to niching down. I would serve an entire niche. That way you're creating lots of different products, but serving one niche. So if like you're a fitness instructor, if you're doing instructor, you're doing like health coaching, anything like that, that your shop would kind of be a one-stop shop for somebody in that niche. That's what I would do for you, but either one would work. Question is, can a total beginner benefit from taking your course? Yes, that is definitely who my course is for. It's click by click, so it's just going to step you through every little thing to get started. If you are a beginner, I know for me, like I like to see very specifically what to do, and that's what that is. I'm going to show you how to use Canva and how to do everything in between, but it'll still be up to you to sit down at Canva and create your own design. I'll give you all the tools you need, but you will have to be creating your own templates. Question is, how soon would you recommend opening a second shop? I would wait till you get your first shop up and going. When you're getting consistent sales on this one, then that's when I think you can kind of like take your eye off of it for a second and build up this other one, because it is kind of like juggling. You want to be adding new products to your shops all the time. So it is adding, doubling your work. So make sure that you are ready to do that. So get this one up going really well before you add the other one. The question is, when you say copy paste keywords in the bottom of the description, do you mean titles and tags? I'm meaning just copy whatever your title is and then paste it at the bottom of your description. You can add as many keywords there as possible, but you definitely want to make sure you have the ones from your title. Like I said, you want the titles, tags, and descriptions to match best you can. Oh, Google Trends. Yeah, that's a great idea. Google Trends is another place to go check for trends. I didn't even think of that one, so I'm glad you commented that. Question is, I only have one product with 4 different colors. Do I list them separately? I think the one girl, the gem girl, like hers made sense as a different listings, but it really depends on like some products, it makes sense to have all in one listing. So it really honestly depends on what you're selling. I don't know what you're selling, so I can't really say, but sometimes it does make sense to list them as different products. But other times it makes more sense to have it just listed as variation. So it really depends on what you're selling. Question is, how do you create pins on Pinterest to get more people to go to your Etsy shop? So I do Tailwind. It's an AI that automatically generates all of these templates for me. It makes it really fast. However, static pins are a slow burn. So if you're just getting on Pinterest and you're feeling discouraged, that's normal because it takes 6 to 8 months for a pin to start ranking in Google search. So 6 to 8 months from now, you're going to be really glad you did it. But right now it kind of sucks. The nice thing about Pinterest is that they have idea pins, and idea pins rank really fast. So I would do your static pins. I try to do 5 to 7 a day, but then do 1 idea pin a day. And those are the ones that are going to give you endorphins because they take off really fast. I posted one, and then like the first day I got like 9,000, 10,000 views or something. So those ones are really nice.
The different colors question, she says she's selling heat packs.
Oh, heat packs? My husband said you're selling heat packs. I think I could see that just being on one listing with different variations. I think you could do it either way. If I were you, I would probably have a different listing for each one because people are visual shoppers. And so whichever one you have as your listing photo is what people are going to be clicking on it for. So that if you have a listing photo that has all of the colors on it, then I would leave it with variations. But if your main listing photo is a specific color, then I would separate them. And then just link below like, hey, if you want the blue one, click this button. And then it helps you have more listings in your shop. The question is, can you have the same brand name in multiple shops? No, they have to be named different, and you have to have a different email address and different branding. I mean, you could have the same branding, but I would definitely have a different name. Question is, do people copy your designs? Yeah, sometimes they do. I have had to message some people and call some people out and be like, hey, like, I can blatantly tell that you copied my listing, like copied and pasted it. I need you to take this down or I'm going to report this. And typically they just take it down because if it gets reported to Etsy, you get a strike on your account. If you get too many strikes, then you get your account taken down. So if people do start copying my designs, I will message them. I do keep an eye on my competitors just because that has happened to me a couple of times. Overall, not too big of an issue, but occasionally, yes. Question is, I'm doing printable cards. How do I get or see the fold or cut lines? That's when you could use a digital markup for that and just do like light, like do little lines when you're doing your digital markup. Just very lightly draw little lines on it with on Canva. I'm not explaining that very well. I'm getting tired. I'll make a video for you. Question, do you have a different store names for each niche? Yes, all of my stores are named something different. And obviously you can't use the same name twice on Etsy, so you'll definitely have to name all of them different. I recommend naming them niche specific. Question is, can you use pro elements for printable items and stay within the guidelines? So yes, I had got some confusion on this earlier this year, but I have kind of gotten some clarity. We've kind of emailed Canva. And so basically, if you were selling a PDF download, PNG, etc., and you want to use pro elements and you're selling it in that file type, that's okay, as long as you're not selling the element as a standalone item. So you can't take an element from Canva and then sell that one element as like a PNG, SVG, whatever. You can't do that. That's against your terms of use. But if you incorporate an element into a greater design and sell that as a PNG or PDF or ebook or whatever you're selling, then that's okay. So as long as you're incorporating those pro elements in a design, then it's fine to use them for your instant downloads.
Hey, we got a recent email from support from Canva, and so maybe do another video follow-up for that.
Oh, my husband said we also got another from that question, Mia?
Yeah.
Oh, my husband said that we also just got an email back from Canva about a different question we had, so I'll make a video about that for tomorrow because I'm getting tired now, but so I'll update you guys on that too. So the question is, how do pro elements work for a template if the buyer doesn't have a pro account? So yeah, if you were selling a Canva template, don't use pro elements or photos. Pro fonts are fine, but you want to stick to just the free stuff, because otherwise when your user buys it and they don't have pro, they get upset because then they're going to have to pay to download it, and or they're going to have to manually switch out everything for free products or for the free option. So only use free. Occasionally I've been running into where Canva has switched a previously free element to be pro. So I will use it as a free element in my design, and then like 3 months later somebody's like, this is a pro element, and I'm like, what? And it's just because Canva switched it. So I've just started putting that disclaimer on all of my listings just to cover myself, because I just don't I don't like upset customers. So all right, well, I'm gonna go into bed. I am getting tired out. I'll be making some new videos for you guys tomorrow, and I'll try to touch on some of these questions you guys had. And oh, this last one, do you have different business licenses for different shop names? No, we have a what's it called? What's that thing called that we have? It's not an LLC, it's
just one LLC for all the shops.
Oh, okay, it's one LLC for all the shops, and the LLC is under an S Corp. Okay, anyways, all right, I'm getting off for the night. I'll be posting new videos tomorrow, some of these questions that you guys had. If you want to see your shop on next week's live 3-minute audits, then be sure to email my support team, support@thefasttrackgirl.com, and we'll add you to the list. I'm gonna get to as many as I can next week as well. If you guys have any other questions, definitely email my support team or leave a comment on TikTok. I try to get to everything on TikTok. What?
Questions in the Facebook group.
Oh, and also if you're in my Facebook group, you can post questions in my Facebook group, and everyone's very collaborative. Everyone tries to answer in there as well. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you have a great night. I'm rooting for you guys, and I hope you guys have